I've got a tent here in need of some cleaning. We've got sticks, twigs, etc., even some sand. And I'm gonna try to clean it with 3 different things to see which one I like the best. The first one we're gonna try out is the one I've had the longest. It's a little broom from Coghlan. Comes with this little broom and this little tray to pick things up, and they fit together nicely like this. The second one is something I picked up in Japan. It's actually marketed as a tent cleaner. It's from Nitto, and it's called the Colocolo tent cleaner. It is actually something like the kind of clothes roller you use to get lint off your clothes. And our third contender is a handcrafted broom from British Columbia, Canada, by Northwoven Broom Company. All right, let's start with the Northwoven Broom Company broom from Canada. Well, performed as expected. Works like a broom. No problems at all. All right, let's compare that to the obvious contender there, the Coghlan broom. Well, they both get it on the dustpan, which, by the way, is a feature I really like about the Coghlan one, because if I don't have a dustpan, I guess I'm using my hands to get it out. So right here, if I didn't have this dustpan on the Coghlan broom, I could very easily just grab this with my hand. Not quite as neat as using this, but it'll get the job done. I think this captures more of the debris on the floor of the tent as you're sweeping, although the difference isn't huge. So they're both getting the job done. One thing I notice about this that isn't quite as good as that is the springiness of this actually makes the dirt shoot past this, whereas this isn't as springy, and I find it easier to get the things on to the dustpan with this straw broom. All right, now let's try this slightly more interesting one here. This one from Japan. It comes in a nice canvas case. Keeps it clean. Okay, when you first open it, you have this plastic wrapper to take off. All right, let's see how this goes. You can see that this is clearly picking up a lot of dirt. Feels like this isn't really a competitor with those. It's something you'd use in combination. So sweep first, then take this to get all the little bits that are hard to get when you're sweeping. So when I try this on the unswept area over there, it quickly sort of gets covered, and then it won't pick up new stuff. So I feel like this is level 2 here. So level 1, sweep the big stuff. Level 2, get the little stuff with this. It's perforated, but it'll keep pulling if you go. So there we go. You can see a little bit was exposed before I ripped off the initial layer. So let's try this on an unswept part over here. Yeah, you can see with these big things, see I got some leaves. This is not the tool for the job. They stick on, they stick off. Maybe if I had a fresh one, they would stick completely, but I think better to sweep first, then use this later. All right, for storage, you can put this right back on, I think. I don't know if that's the intended use, but it's convenient. And then get it right back in here. Final thoughts, if I'm comparing just the 2 brooms, I'm probably going to give it to the Canadian one. I like the way that it doesn't spring as much. It doesn't shoot the dirt over whatever I'm trying to get to, whereas this one does, although both of these work fine. I do love the dustpan feature about the Coghlan one. This is just great to have handy. And then I really think that this roller is more of a second level cleaning. After you've swept out everything you can easily get out, use this to get the little things that maybe you couldn't get so easily with the brooms. So in summary, I guess all of these can have a place in your tent cleaning equipment. Bonus use for the dustpan, little snow shovel.